Keep it locked to A Square Podcast. That's right.
What up, baby?
Hey, this K Kemp, and you rocking with the A Square Podcast.
Be sure to click and subscribe.
Cornbread.
What up, dog? DJ A-Ron. A Square Podcast.
With information on interest to the trade.
Make sure you subscribe and share.
Also turn those notifications on to the podcast.
Always keep your shoes by your feet.
By your feet. Mr. Cornbread.
We'll talk about it.
All right. So are we ready?
Let's go.
Okay.
Ready?
A Square Podcast, your boy DJ A-Ron alongside my brother Cornbread. Cornbread, how are you?
Yo, we are back with another episode, man.
Yeah, it's a very special one. This is our 100th episode of the A Square Podcast, and it has definitely been a journey of learning, and although that I've been celebration and learning, yeah, definitely. And although I've been in radio, I've been doing radio. I've been, interviewed on podcasts and everything like that. This was learning for real. It's learning about trademarks, because I usually what I do is I let the people I work with, they take care of all that stuff. So when it's me and my guy and we have to do all this stuff, it's like, yo, all right, I gotta fly here, we gotta go sit down at the bank, we gotta go do this, that, and the third. So it's definitely been a learning process, and I'm very excited to announce that this is our 100th episode of the A Square Podcast. So Antonio, we got some special guests that's joining us throughout the podcast, so why don't you do the honors for this one?
Come on, man. So, as you said, it's learning. I know a lot of people from all walks of life, man, and I definitely want to highlight those journeys and those stories throughout our podcast, right? So we have our favorite couple on. There was our first couple.
Yeah.
They're still married, so hey, that's a good thing, right?
We made it through the
We made it through. Yes.
We survived.
But this is episode, the listeners out there, they were on episode 46.
Yep.
So if you get a chance, re-listen to that episode, you hear these two journey. But welcome back, Sharon and Javier Perez, man.
Absolutely. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, and congratulations for your 100th episode. That's quite a mark, Congratulations.
Definitely.
Appreciate it. So what y'all been up to, man? We want to give the listeners kind of an update. So how y'all been doing?
We've been doing good. We've been doing good, just adjusting now to the new way of life post-pandemic. Obviously schedules, working from home, trying to adjust to that. It's been a learning process, I think, from an individual perspective too. I think COVID, one of the things that has taught us has been to take a step back and relax and learn how to relax. Something that we're not used to. So it's something that we've kind of embraced throughout the pandemic. So I'm looking forward to some traveling. I would say that.
Absolutely.
We tired of sitting around.
I know.
We're tired of this. We need to get out and travel. That's for sure.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know, episode, you said that was 46. Please revisit that podcast, because it was very informative. But for the time being, why don't you guys share who you are and what you've done, and just a little recap of the podcast for those people.
Go for it, Javier.
Well, for us, a little recap, my name is Javier, my wife Sharon. We've been married for 26 years. We dated for 5 years prior to that. And through that 31 years journey, we have twin daughters, Natalie and Stephanie. They are 24 years old right now. They're both married. One has been married for 5 years. They live in Virginia. And the other one has been married for 4 years, and they live in St. Louis. And that daughter, Natalie, she make us a grandfather, and she make her grandparents exactly 18 months ago?
18
months ago. Yeah, so that was a gift from the pandemic, and the family, expanded. Through that time, it's like Sharon said, it's been kind of a trial tribulation, something different, not only for us, for everybody, in the world. But definitely, how make us, see what is the most important thing in life, family, staying together, through thick and thin. So it's been quite a challenge, but we are adapting. We kind of halfway there, I guess. We survived.
Mhm.
We got vaccinated, so here we are now, trying to get used
Hey,
to
you
the
know what?
new.
I'm glad you brought that up. So everybody has had different uh issues with the vaccinations, whether they got super sick, or some people got super sick on the second one, some people didn't. Did you guys experience any soreness or anything like that from the vaccination?
Well, before Javier answers, I'm going to say that we're a divided household. I
Oh,
am Team Moderna, and Javier is Team
Oh,
Pfizer.
uh-oh. And you got twins, so Johnson and Johnson, right? I like that. I like that.
But for my part, I didn't experience any side effects. The arm was a little bit, sore. I think it's kind of natural, but nothing out of the ordinary. How about you, Javier?
Likewise, it was the same thing. The first one, of course, a little soreness in the arm and stuff like that, which is lasting over like 6, 8 hours the second day. And then after that, the second one, barely nothing. So it
nice,
was a good outcome for us.
nice. Antonio?
We'll see down the road, but for right now, everything's good.
Good. Hopefully we don't because I got vaccinated, so hopefully, hey, if the zombies come out, I'm
Hey.
on your side. I'm Pfizer, so Antonio, he's not vaccinated.
Just letting y'all
so
know, even when y'all turn to zombies, I still love all y'all. I'm just gonna pile y'all all up in the same room and lock the door. That's it.
I think he might be the only one on the podcast. Well, he is for sure is the only one on the podcast that finished The Walking Dead. So
Yeah,
if it's even done, I don't even know if they still walking.
I got
don't
most of the
know.
knowledge out of it. I know what to do. Don't worry about it.
But I never watched The Walking Dead, but like you see in any show, normally, they come up with a vaccine so you don't become a zombie.
That's true.
So if somebody gonna become a zombie,
So I expect the same thing. Just lock me in a room. Don't kill me. Just leave it. I'm good.
oh, don't kill.
Okay. I'm gonna ask everybody when we re-interview them again, since this is a celebration of our 100th episode, and we appreciate you guys coming on. I want to say thank you first off, and then I also want to know from both of you guys' perspective. When I asked you guys to come on, what did you think? When we did the interview, what did you think? And then when you listened to it, how did you perceive it? Did you enjoy it? Not, things we could have did better? Let us know.
I definitely enjoy it. I enjoyed the whole process. It was something different. We have shared our life experience from you, all your listeners and watchers. Whenever they see episode number 46, and they revisit it. The reason we were you guys invited in your show because we're a former military couple. I was in the military. Sharon was the service wife, and of course, through all her sacrifices as a family member and my experience as a military, that was, the big part of the show. Sharing that story in this kind of forum and everything, we thought that, we understand that we're speaking to both of you guys, but we don't know how many people listen to our story. So even in our experience, I don't know, I'm pretty sure remember one of our neighbors listened to the episode, and it was kind of funny seeing their reaction about our story experience, the things that you go through the military, stuff like that, which they didn't know, because we expressed more details with you guys that we expressed with them. So it was kind of refreshing listening to people that what we think give it for normal, because it was our life for 9 years. It's not everybody's experience. So it was, a different take, but really good. Very good.
How about you, Sharon?
I really enjoyed the experience. I told Javier, we can do this. Because you never know. I mean, he likes podcasts. He likes to listen to podcasts. I'm not necessarily, a firm listener like he is. But the experience I didn't know what to expect. What are we going to talk about? Who's going to start the conversation? So it was nice to just come and just have a conversation like friends sitting at a table. So it was a very good experience. And like Javier said, just sharing a little bit about us. You never know how that impacts other individuals, what other people are going through and how they can kind of relate to what we went through. So it was a very, very humbling experience, I have to say.
One thing that we've been hearing through some of our past people who've come on, and even during like the whole podcast experience, is it's been therapeutic for some people, being able to talk about the things that they went through in their life and remembering certain different things that they went through. Because you may go see a therapist or whatever, and they have certain perceptions, and they're able to walk you through certain things. But this is more of a outgoing, like a thing you could just sit there and just vent and just talk about together as a family for you guys, because you guys are the only couple, I think, right, Tonio, that we've actually had. Yeah, that we've actually had on here.
I'll let you finish it. Then
yeah, so I think that was it, would be very important for you guys to sit down, revisit, and think about it. You guys come from a whole military family, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
I think that's very dope.
And that was one thing that we want to highlight, because we had two Marines on, and they were talking about their wives and relationships and kids. And so who better, like I said, he's my coworker. So it's like, man, I love to hear Sharon's aspect of what was it like when he wasn't home, right? Or Perez's when he had to FaceTime and do all these other things. So getting a couple on that's military is just a no-brainer. So kudos to you guys for accepting that invite, man. So
no, thank you. And I can think to kind of follow up on your point, as a spouse, as a wife that has been through that, it was a platform to kind of share my story and have a voice, because that's not something, it's always focused on the military, active duty member or the veteran. And not much is shared about what we have to go through and the things that we endure from a military spouse perspective. So it was nice to have that voice.
Absolutely.
Well, again, to our 100th episode of the A Squared podcast, we just want to make sure that we had you guys on as another special guest. And you are podcast family right now,
Yes.
forever.
All right.
Forever. So again, thank you very much for being a part of this journey. We really do appreciate it.
Our
Thank
pleasure.
you, guys. Thank you very much for your invitation again. Go ahead.
And I want to say this to any other members of the family that are, military in there. We want to have them too. So it's an open, journey for you guys to come back on, have anybody come on. Like I said, again, you guys are family over here at the A Squared podcast.
Thank you very much. And wish you guys great success, continued success. And you guys keep on sharing the good and the knowledge and, the stories that probably are untold.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I echo Sharon's words. Congratulations, guys. Many blessings and much success to you guys. Hopefully you guys bring us back again for your 5,000 episode.
Yeah.
Just the best, So congratulations.
You guys have anything you want to shout out? Anything you guys have coming up? I don't know, social media, if you want people to follow you, anything?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, right now.
I just want to give you that opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, no, really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The main thing I will say that, just like everybody else, still we as a nation, we're going through, quite a, turbulent time. Please, continue to be gentle, understanding to each other. It's unbelievable the things that we continue watching the news and everything. Life is entirely too short. So please, keep your family close and everybody else closer, because you don't know what everybody's journey is going through, whatever you encounter. So, take care of each other, because we all are connected. And thank you guys for the invitation again.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank
you again. It's the A Squared podcast. We are out of here.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks again. We'll get this up and then we'll make sure that we send it to you guys so you have everything as well.
Thank you. And again,
Sounds
thank
good.
you for the experience,
For sure. All right, guys.
something that I didn't say in the podcast.
What's
Is
that?
it
I
still
understand.
recording? Hold on. Is it still recording?
No, don't
Yes,
worry.
yes.
Don't worry.
It says it is.
I don't worry about
it
it. I gotta edit the video.
All
anyway.
right. Go ahead.
And even if you want included, I don't know, when you see interviews, and again, I'm not trying to compare myself,
Sure.
but movie stars and stuff like that, people in kind of in the public eye, they never want to see their projects, or product and stuff like that. I understand when you listen to your voice, and you have never listened to your voice like that. I was like, Oh no, that took me a little bit.
So to
Yeah.
be honest with you, it took me probably over 30 episodes to thoroughly
Wow.
listen back because I hate the way I sound. So
Yeah.
like I try, but everybody was like, yo, listen back, and then that way you could, improve this and the third. But it's crazy that you say that because I listen to so many different people literally say, man, I don't listen back to none of that stuff because I hate the way I sound. I literally heard Kevin Hart say that.
Agree.
Yeah,
Agree.
I agree.
It's
Yeah.
like, yo, I hate it. I hate it. But
But it's unbelievable. Then you watch both of you guys,
Yeah.
your professionalism. You
Sure.
know exactly what you're doing and everything. So it's commendable. But then for us, at least for myself, when I listen to myself, I'm like, ugh. Ugh. I thought I liked myself, but I don't like it.
No, you guys. Are great.
Yep. So again, thanks again. And we will
Thank you, guys.
definitely send this to you when it comes out.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you,
guys.
And again,
Thank
congratulations
you.
and many blessings, guys.
Thank you.
Yes. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.